Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I've vlogged, but it's time to get another video going up. Today we are going to do a back workout, and I'm also gonna try out this new app. So you basically test your mobility, because I know mine's all out of whack. It gives you like a baseline of where you start, and then you just do exercises daily to improve that mobility, because one of the biggest movements I want to improve is my box jump, and a lot of it is from hip flexor mobility and hamstring mobility and all of that stuff, and ankle mobility too, and that goes along with squatting and deadlifting and everything, all that sort of stuff, and just get my joints moving and my muscles stretched out. So yeah, I'll record you and show you what my results are of the mobility app, and then we'll get into a back workout. We'll do a commentary. So let's get to it. Alright, so this is the commentary part of my mobility routine and back workout, back and bicep, you could say. So yeah, the first stretching exercise was called the compass, I believe, and pretty much it's putting your arm in a 90-degree angle or outside of you and testing your shoulder mobility. You're supposed to go all the way to the ground, and my right arm was out of whack. It wasn't even close to the ground, maybe like just past 45 degrees. So, and I knew that my shoulders are all fucked up from bad mobility, but I'm getting more into that. And then the right side, pretty decent. It actually went all the way down to the ground. You can't see it, but yeah, that's the right side. The next one, I forgot the name, but you basically have to sit down flat with your upper back and lower back against the wall, feet flat on the ground, legs tucked, and you have to pretty much come out to the side, make 90 degrees with your arms, and touch your palm or the back of your hand against the wall. I think I did that pretty well, but the only problem was my arms weren't that high. Instead, they were maybe about here, where they should have been here. So that makes a big difference in your shoulder mobility. So I'll try that one out later. But the next one was a squat test. Pretty much how far away from the wall does it take for you to go squat ass to grass with good form. And the first one I tried was toes against the wall completely. So here you could see I'm going maybe a quarter of a squat and falling. Then I realized, I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta back away. So I put two widths of the iPhone distance, so it's about like 4 inches apart from the wall, and I got that squat. Kind of wobbly, but I got it. The next one was the lotus, which is basically a advanced like crisscross applesauce, which I can't even do either. I could, but it's terrible and uncomfortable. But yeah, you have to pretty much place your leg. One knee is flat on the ground, and you gotta place your other leg on top of the flat one, and it's just not happening. And this next exercise is testing your glute and hamstring mobility. And with my left knee, it was pretty bad, because as you could see, you keep pulling back until the leg that's flat, until that knee pops up. So you could see that my knee popped up at about like 30 degrees, maybe a little bit more. And the right leg was actually pretty good. I went pretty far back with that, so you could see the difference there. This next one is, I believe it's, don't quote me on it, but I believe it's external hip rotation, to test that from just a static position. And my right leg I got really well, and my left leg, from this angle it's hard to tell, but I barely moved it. You could maybe tell by the red circle there, I just moved over that circle, and that's it. So I gotta work on hip mobility as well. And then this is your typical touch your toes. I'm like 8 inches away from touching my toes, so very, very bad. Gotta improve that. And I run boot camps and I do stretches after all of them, but I like do the stretches, I just count for my clients. But this next one is ankle mobility, which I'm pretty shocked with. My left foot was decent. It was about 2-3 inches away from the ground, or from the wall, and my knee touched the wall, and you have to keep your heel flat on the ground. So yeah, that's that mobility, and that correlates to your squats, everything that you do that requires good ankle mobility. So yeah, but I still want to improve that. And now I show you my results, which are terrible, 41%. And they basically after that give you exercises daily to work on to improve your mobility. And this is my back workout. This is probably the greatest camera angle in the world. I'm not even gonna share how I did it. Well, actually, okay. I just put the camera on top of the weight and let it ride as I was lifting it. So I was really sketched out. That's why I'm staring at the camera the whole time. But I'm shocked it stayed in focus the whole time. And that's how you do a lat pull down. I was just warming up there. But basically the key points that you want to take away from a lat pull down is, as you're pulling down, you want your shoulders shrugged down. You could see how when I come down, my shoulders are all the way depressed and my arms come straight to my sides, and I'm squeezing my lats at the bottom. I'm not pulling with my biceps too much, I'm pulling with my elbows. My biceps would flex like crazy if I was pulling with them full power, but I'm not. So pull with your elbows and you'll feel that contraction in your lats. And the next exercise we got is single arm lat pull downs, but with the same bar. So the cool thing here is, and why it's such a good exercise, is because that's the natural angle that your lats work at, coming from like 45 degrees straight into the side of your body. And every client I've worked with, all my friends I've worked out with, every person felt this exercise work in their lats. So I guarantee you, if you don't feel your lats working on pull downs or pull-ups, try the single lat pull down. Super simple. And next exercise is kettlebell bent over rows. And the reason I chose kettlebells is because the weight isn't placed evenly. So dumbbells, the weight is placed across your hand pretty much at a neutral angle, and with kettlebells the weight is below you. So when the weight is under you, it makes the movement heavier at the bottom. And the goal is to always have my lats contracted as I'm pulling up. And you can see my range of motion on the way up isn't that great. It could be a little bit better, but on the way down I really focus on engaging my lats and lowering the weight with my lats, so controlling the eccentric portion of the movement. As you can see in all these different angles I try to show you, same thing. I'm not using my arms, or I'm not using my biceps too much. It's all with the lats. They're always squeezed, and I'm squeezing my back as hard as I could. And those were, I'll show you at the end of the video, put a clip in, but these are 24 kilogram kettlebells a pop, so that converts to like 50, 55, 60, I don't know, something like that. So they're pretty heavy. And yeah, the goal is just to maintain that contraction in your lats and really get that mind to muscle connection going, and learn how to control the eccentric portion of the movement. And yeah, here 24 kgs, so big boy weights. And this next movement, we got lat pullovers or cable pullovers. So this is another great movement. I recommend doing it at the end of your back workout when you're already kind of gassed out. So pick a moderate weight, and all you do is pull straight down with your arms. That's it. You want your torso at a 45-degree angle, and as you pull straight down with your arms, with the ropes separated, you want to bring your chest up. So as you come down, you'll notice here how I'm bringing my chest up. And watch for the greatest fail of all time. I finish a couple reps right here. Come on, I get gassed out and I drop the weight like an idiot. Now, boom. And there goes the camera. Boom. Smacks down. I was fucking scared. Like, this is an expensive camera, but works fine, so thank the Lord. So yeah, don't slam your weights. And this next thing I did is a dumbbell curl, but with a kind of awkward angle. You do it supinated, so your biceps are already flexed in a supinated position. And you could see my face is like saying that the weight is heavy, but the weight isn't heavy. It's my right bicep that's fucked up. It started to hurt. So, and I still kept pushing it like an idiot, but started to hurt, so that's why. And this is how I look after the back workout, kind of post-workout physique look. This is like 5 weeks into my diet, so the abs are slowly coming in. And the next clip of me doing the same physique update is after my cardio session. So that was after 15 minutes of HIIT cardio, kind of got flatter a little bit more. So yeah, working on that. And yeah, that's the back and bicep workout with the mobility routine. So I will see you guys in the next one.